Ladies and gentlemen, get ready and make some noise for the most brutal industrial act of all time. Prepare to have your minds blown. Who cares if he's 35 and never moved out of his parents' house and still doesn't know what a move feels like? Don't you judge him, don't you dare. He had 100 views on his YouTube page and decided to tour, spreading his darkness throughout the land. And his mom packed plenty of Lunchables, so get ready to have your face melted by a well-nourished minion of darkness. I give you BarryWhite Hanson.
Come on everybody, let's go on this musical journey together.
When I was born, the doctor said they had never seen anything like me. I think even then people knew I was special and bound for greatness. When I was 10, my parents actually put me in piano lessons, and I really didn't like the songs that they wanted me to play, so I ended up writing my own song about the Tooth Fairy. I actually have a recording of a recital I performed it at. Shortly after, they told me to stop and never come back. Censored at 10. When I first met BarryWhite Hanson, I was in a music store, and all of a sudden I just hear this voice. And it's singing about graham crackers and LARPing, and it was amazing. And I walk over, and there's BarryWhite Hanson. And while his voice caught my attention, what really stood out is his spoon and tambourine playing. I mean, come on. What other industrial act do you know that could shred tambourine like BarryWhite Hanson?
Tambourine solo, motherfucker!
And that was it. I quit my job the next day and told BarryWhite Hanson, that's it, I'm going to be your manager, and we're going to film your first music video. I like petting kittens and playing tetherball. I like eating Starbursts, even the yellow ones.
Have you heard of baby laugh? Have you heard of baby laugh?
I've got a passion for arts and crafts and LARPing in the park. Breakdown, time for a break. Mom, grab the apple juice and graham crackers. Embrace my darkness. I've got a black light in my room.
Have you seen a baby giraffe? Have you seen a baby giraffe?
I've got a passion for Hello Kitty, and my hero is Stephen's Blues Clues. In less than a week, I had over 100 YouTube views. I'd blown up overnight. Once the video was out, I got asked to shoot a pilot for a TV show. After the major success of my music video and single, I've decided to branch out. A lot of people ask, BarryWhite Hanson, what do you do when you're not spreading tonal darkness throughout the land? The answer is dark arts and crafts. That's why I'm excited to give you a sneak preview of my new show. Today I'm going to show you just a few of the crafts that I make while I'm on the road. What starts out as a wooden craft stick can be turned into an instrument of darkness, like a stick puppet, like this one. This one's name's Raven, because ravens envelop. Feel free to get creative, like I made this Cyclops. Notice the horns. Always add horns, because horns add to the... And remember when decorating, never use bright glitter, because bright glitter is not. You could also make these handy bookmarks, like this one that I use to mark my Goosebumps books, because R.L. Stine is. Last, we have the most sinister macrame. I used all black rope and some of the most brutal square knots possible. Then I attached a googly eye at the end. Just remember, googly eyes equal... I'll leave you with a dark arts and crafts trivia fact. The 1996 film The Craft was not titled due to its subject content, but due to Andrew Fleming, the director's love of arts and crafts, including his profound love for basket weaving. Until next time, I'm BarryWhite Hanson. Pilot got a lot of backlash, but don't be worried, because it actually inspired my next song.
This next song is about I have an affinity for arts and crafts, and some people say, BarryWhite Hanson, your shit is too dark. And this title of this song explains my sentiments. It's entitled, If You Can't Handle My Darkness, Get the Fuck Out of My Etsy Store. Etsy Store! I'm making the finest in macrame. Then I give it some bat wings to keep the artist at bay. I'm the craftsman on our keys in the darkness. No craft stick or glue gun can contain the stock artist. If you can't handle the darkness, get the hell out of my Etsy store. If you can't handle this darkness, get the fuck out of my Etsy store.
A lot of people think that we're the same person. I mean, there's just no way. I mean, look, I wear a hat. He doesn't. I've got this freckle right here. He doesn't. I mean, we're completely different. At that point, I knew I had to tour. Possum was cool enough to set me up shows all over the place. So I managed to get him a couple local open mic slots at a couple of the open mics around town. You know, you don't really make any money, but I mean, you get a lot of exposure. I mean, exposure is like the Disney dollars of the music industry. My first show was at Emilio's. Minds were blown. I debuted my Cookie Monster song. Instant hit.
Give me those rainbow cookies. Give me those macadamia. Give me the sugar cookies. They'll leave an oatmeal raisin. The milk is white, but my heart is black. I'm gonna dunk it. I'm gonna dunk that shit. I'm gonna eat all your cookies. I'm gonna eat all your cookies.
Then my second show came at Cary Street Cafe, and it started off good until my announcer demon quit mid-intro.
Cary Street Cafe, the world's most brutal industrial act of all time, BarryWhite Hanson, is about to grace you with his presence. Not presents like with a bow and graphic paper, that would just be expensive. And I mean, come on, this guy lives off ramen noodles. You think he has that kind of money? Speaking of which, am I even getting paid for this? What? It's an open mic? Well,
The check is in the mail. No, the check is not in the mail. That's what you said last time. Fuck this, I'm out of here.
Alright, my announcer demon apparently quit on me. What he was gonna say is, I'm BarryWhite Hanson, the epitome of darkness in musical format. I've come here to serenade you with some fine tunes. So enjoy.
Let me tell you, it's really hard to find good demon help these days. So I had to give the crowd what they wanted at that point. Spoons.
This is the last time to get down while I do a sick-ass spoon solo.
The sketch comedy group Sensible Comedy asked me to headline their show at Coalition Theater. I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, they're basically saying, BarryWhite Hanson, we need you to carry this show for us.
Yeah, so we had a few minutes at the end of our show, and we figured, all right, well, why not help out a local musician and let him perform a few songs at the end?
We had a couple issues at the show. First off, had some issues with the recorder. Our audio didn't turn out as good as it usually does.
Yeah, so I started the audio recorder, but the moment he stepped on stage, the audio recorder spontaneously combusted. I lost both my hands in the process. Totally worth it, though.
Yeah, the recorder just exploded. Just couldn't handle the sheer epicness. It was like an epicness overdose. Then, as I was starting my set, my demon DJ cues up the wrong track. I tell you, demon temp agencies. Can't trust them.
I like petting kittens and playing tetherball. I like eating Starbursts, even the yellow ones.
At that point, there was only one option. Spoons.
I am the rat, the darkest voices, BarryWhite Hanson, still disappointed.
At that point, I'd done everything. There was nothing left to do. So I did what any celebrity does when they've hit that point and just branched out. Started doing stand-up comedy.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your last comic for the evening, Mr. BarryWhite Hanson.
I just flew in from Chicago and boy are my bat wings tired. I've heard crowd work does wonders with stand-up comedy. Sir, who I don't know, what is your name?
My name is Elvis.
Elvis. I think he said Eric. I think that rhymes with bear dick. Sir, what do you think goth kids make s'mores from?
What?
Pentagram crackers. What would you refer to Marilyn Manson as if he had a nice, juicy, badonkadonk butt?
What?
Gothic. Get it? Gothic? Play on words. Come on, I shouldn't have to explain this to you people. I tell you, you can't take concrete for granted, can you? And I've always been curious if the act of having multiple lovers is considered polyamory, why are others not referred to as polymamories? I'll leave you with this. What did King Arthur say to Sir Lancelot when he went to bed on time? Good night.
Another thing a lot of musicians will do eventually is become an acoustic folk singer. So I gave the crowd a taste of that the same night.
But I'm not done yet! A lot of people don't think that BarryWhite Hanson has a softer side. And I do have a softer side. You're witnessing the first rendition ever of BarryWhite Hanson Unplugged. Went to McDonald's for McNuggets, but it was 30 cents for extra sauce. I am the wrath, the dark anointed, BarryWhite Hanson, and I'm disappointed. 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 Went to the bathroom, there's no TP, I had to wing it with my sock. Fuller House doesn't have the Olsen twins, Netflix fucking sucks. Went to the crash so they were out of black rope. How can I macrame? I'm the wrath, the dark anointed, BarryWhite Hanson, fucking disappointed. 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 I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Fuck yeah.
You know, I really like doing the folk thing. You know, I think I'm going to keep doing that. It's nice and mellow and soothing. You know, I think I'm going to go that route from now on.
BarryWhite Hanson, what the fuck was that pussy shit last night? You're the epitome of darkness, not James fucking Taylor. What do you think, you're Everlast? You're the epitome of darkness in musical format. Act like it. Put down the acoustic guitar and put down the shitty plaid. Now go forth and go back to making the darkness I know you know how to make.
Guess it's time to return to the darkness.